Hey guys! So, for our AI presentation, we're doing effective computing, studying Rosalind Picard, and we're so excited because guess what? We have the woman herself. I'm here with Sam, Hannah, and James, and we are about to interview the one, the only Rosalind Picard. Ms. Picard, could you tell us a bit about what effective computing is?
Yeah, affective computing is computing that relates to, arises from, or deliberately influences emotion. We've been inventing different kinds of technology to help people measure and communicate affective information. Things like if a person is interested or bored, pleased or displeased, engaged or disengaged.
Okay, now that we know what effective computing is, how does that translate into the research and the projects of you and your students?
My students and I build, in collaboration with a lot of people, different robots, software agents, sensors, technology that tries to help us measure and communicate emotion, and in some cases give the illusion of having emotion and using that to build a better relationship with you when you interact with the technology. It's kind of the opposite, we like to think, of what Clippy did many years ago. You might know the Microsoft Office assistant that kind of smiled when you were miserable. Did not recognize your misery. Did not shirk, and look sorry for it when you were upset at it. And kept dancing happily when you were frustrated and ready to kill it. That was not emotionally intelligent, right? So we're trying to build technology that is emotionally intelligent.
We've heard you measure emotions through a lot of different body signals, using sensors that measure electrical activity in the skin. Could you tell us a little more about how these sensors have been put to use?
I'm going to talk a bunch today about a particular signal that's not done well in most of the devices out there yet, but I think it has turned out to be very interesting. Many of you may have heard of galvanic skin response. The psychophysiologists don't like to use that term. They like to use electrodermal activity because under the name GSR, it's a lot of bad work has been done, and including very non-scientific work. But there's also been some very nice scientific work. And if you look at this signal in the traditional sense, it's measured on the palm or the sole of the foot with 2 electrodes in a box. And we would duct tape that box to us and walk around, but it was a little cumbersome for your average non-MIT student to wear 24/7. So we started innovating a lot of versions of this, such as giving an audience like you a version on your palm that with a very simple circuit that would map to the brightness of an LED. So in an auditorium when the lights went dim, we could, I don't know how many of you ever had that experience where you're speaking and they have a bright spot on you and you can't see any of your audience? So we'd had this experience in Kresge regularly, and so I thought, what if we could see if our audience was excited or not? And make them glow if they're excited, and go dim if they're not. Well, we did that, and we saw that every time a new speaker came on stage, or there was a live demonstration, the audience glowed. And every time there was live Q&A, the audience glowed. And every time a demo failed, the audience glowed. So do the live demo, even if it fails. And unfortunately, every time there was a long bit of PowerPoint, there was a decaying exponential in the brightness of the audience.
It's really neat to see the skin conductance data being measured in an audience setting with the glowing lights. What other studies have you done that track this data?
The first time that I saw the skin conductance data 24/7 was this picture from an MIT student. What you see here are 7 days of data, 24 hours a day. If we zoom in, you'll see that there are places where the skin conductance is going really high, where again there's more excitement or more emotional load or more cognitive load. In this case, we see MIT homework sets cause quite a lot of activation. And also, I have to admit, to the embarrassment of we MIT professors, the low point every day was classroom activity. Once we got the data continuously, not in the lab, but in real life, we started learning all kinds of things, and there were a number of very exciting surprises.
What technologies have you developed to track emotions?
So this next example is a short video clip introducing my collaborator on this work, Dr. Rana El-Kalyoubi, who's my also co-founder at Affectiva and the chief architect of our face reading software.
which would be recording your facial expressions and analyzing it in real time. So we use 24 feature points on the face, like the eyes, mouth, eyebrows, and we use those to recognize facial expressions like a smile, a lip pucker, an eyebrow raise, and a mouth open, and so on. And we look at these over time, and we sort of use them along with head gestures to make a guess at your hidden mental state.
We believe digital content and technology products are made better when they are informed by human emotions. At Affectiva, we quantify emotion to help the world accomplish this goal. We've built the most accurate automated facial coding system that exists today and can discern moment-by-moment emotional state using a webcam. This is the only neuroscience technique that can work online as participants emote in their natural environments. Any face, any place, any interface, in real time. Over the past 3 years, our software has processed more than 1 billion frames of face video of people watching advertisements and entertainment content in over 70 countries. This is the world's largest repository of emotional response to digital media. This research enables optimization, prediction, and evaluation. How could you use emotion data to build a better product?
Is the project that you're currently working on?
And one project is the Huggable robot by Cynthia Brazil that I'm involved in, where the robot would sense some of this physiological information wirelessly and use that to help inform caregivers how the child's doing, adjust the teddy bear's response to the child, bring them comfort, maybe talk to them, ask them questions about how they're feeling when the signal is noticed to go in a particular range. Look for things that are associated with comforting and calming, and let the staff know what's working there. So this is a way technology can partner with us and help give a less painful, hopefully, experience. We hope that has not been proven. These are things we want to look at.
Picard, for having this conversation with us.
Thank you.